Hello, hello. So yes, starting a little bit early today. Mostly just because I'm not feeling too good. So I wanted just to kind of get in a little bit of time since I said I was gonna get in here and do it. So yeah, I wanted to play a little bit and then kind of relax the rest of the night. But I've been meaning to play this game for a while since it's been since Saturday? I think so. When was the last time we played? So I'm excited. But I just need to go ahead and write up my usual social media posts. So 1 second. Yeah, I am thinking of just playing just for a little bit. Maybe like for about an hour. That's what I'm thinking. And I think it makes sense too, since it is Wednesday. And maybe that is what I should have done, like in general. Maybe I should have done like, since I am adding an extra day of streams while playing Silent Hill, that maybe during those days on Wednesdays, it is a shorter stream. I'm thinking that's what it could be. We'll see. Let me just finish writing this post. Telling you, I feel like the worst thing of streaming is just saying I'm going live for ways in which that are not automated. It is annoying. And I just wasn't feeling my best today. Like, I think what it was, I was trying to figure out what exactly it was that like threw me off guard. Just like threw me off my game. And there were some kerfluffles. There were some, hey there, Hooky Frog, hello. There was some drama in the VA space, and it annoyed the heck out of me. I had no idea about anything that's going on. That's just like my usual routine of things. I don't like to be involved with people. I don't like to know what's happening, because I kind of don't care. I will repost or help people who like I feel are cool and are chill, right? But I get super annoyed, insanely annoyed, when shit is going bad in the space and everybody's vibes are off, everybody's feeling down, and I'm just like, man, this is sucky. And then for one reason or another, it like triggers me. I don't know what it is. Like, honestly, I don't know exactly what it is that triggers me, but it annoys me to no end. I don't know if it's just, it reminds me of like shit the way like my dad used to be like. I don't know, but it annoys me. And I talked about it on the Discord. It's one of those things that make me feel like I just want to disappear. Like, I'm like, I don't want to be part of this at all. You know, even though like I don't know anybody involved, right? I don't know anything. I don't understand what's happening, but just the fact that I cannot just simply exist and things can just be like, mellow and chill, it makes me want to just like eject. You know what I mean? I don't know what it is. I don't even think it's a betrayal or anything like that. I just think it's the fact that like, you know what it reminds me of now that I think about it? I think what it is that back when I was a kid, not just a kid, but growing up most of my life, but especially when I was a kid, I used to be, let me go ahead and switch over the scene, by the way. Also, welcome to everybody. Thanks for stopping on in and being cool and awesome, even though I started a little early. So when I was a kid growing up, my childhood home that me and my family lived in for the majority of my life, because we moved a lot when I was a kid. But I would say since I was like in maybe the end of 4th grade, my parents have lived in the same house. And there's kind of like a gravelly road that's kind of like where the, imagine where the driveway would be. Because my parents' place kind of has is like, initially it was a pretty rural area, but then eventually back in Vegas, like the city got a little bit bigger, and so it expanded, and so like the area where I grew up in isn't like rural anymore. But around that area there would be like people riding horses, things like that. And anyway, long story short, where the car used to be parked was like a dirt little like driveway, basically. There was an actual cemented part in front of the garage, but there was a larger part that just dirt. And the way my dad would drive, it's like he would kind of like, he was a really good driver, but at the same time, like, you could tell he was annoyed by the way he drove. And so like whenever he like parked the car, either coming from work or coming from hanging out with one of his friends or whatever the heck was happening, you could hear the car just like screeching, not screeching, but like going over the dirt part of that little gravel area. And like imagine, and my room used to be closest to that area. Like right outside my window is basically where the car would park. And whether it was me and my friends, me and my brother, me and my mom, whatever, we're just hanging out, having a good time. And then I hear that stupid, what do you call it? that car going over the gravel, you know, the kind of like gravelly dirt area. I'm like, okay, fun's over. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of how it feels. Like that's like the vibe I feel whenever something like this happens, where somebody acts out, somebody acts inappropriate, something happens, and it just ruins the vibe, you know? I remember my dad sometimes would go out of town, like to go visit his family or to go do other stuff. Like I remember my dad was way into cars. So sometimes like he would drive off with some of his friends to go to like a 12 hours away because he and the other guy had to go get this car and make deals and shit like that, right? So anyway, yes, Kai, exactly. It's just, it's the walking on eggshells because you hear the footsteps. It's like, oh, well, I guess that's it. And so I remember the times when like it would be the weekend and my mom would like inform me and be like, oh, your dad's going to be going out of town. He and so-and-so, they're going to go look at a car, or they're probably going to trade for a car or whatever. And it was like, ooh, man, you know that picture of Anthony Mackie where he has his like, where he's doing like that, like dance, like that face, and he kind of has like that ooh face. That was it. I'm like, oh man, it's gonna be a good weekend, guys. Out of here, amazing, right? So that's kind of how it feels in reverse when shit goes down, where it's all like, okay, everybody can't have fun no more, you know, like people's feelings are hurt, nobody feels safe. It's like throwing a stone, or not even throwing a stone, it's like throwing a boulder into just placid water. Water's just hanging out, it's just there, like a little calm, easy lake, and all of a sudden someone just grabs a boulder and throws it. You're like, dude, we were just having fun. Everything was fine, right? And then it just goes and goes and goes. It rolls down for me. It doesn't just end there, right? For me, it keeps going. And like I said, it triggers me in ways that make me feel like a kid. And it's just a shitty feeling. Not to mention, I'm not even part of what's happening, right? I don't even know the people involved. But for the people who it does involve, it's even way shittier, right? It sucks even more. So I was not in the right headspace for most of today. Not to mention, I was doing a bunch of tax stuff since today's the end of, today's like when, if you live in the US, then you know April 15th is when taxes are due. I've done my taxes like since January, beginning of February. But because of like how my taxes work, especially with like, you know, doing VA work, I make enough money where you have to pay taxes in advance. because I kind of have like my own like side business, right? That's basically how it works. Like if you have a side business, a side hustle, you're grinding, you're whatever you're doing, right? You're driving an Uber, you're delivering food, it doesn't matter. If you make a certain amount of money, you have to pay taxes in advance. And if you don't, so you have to estimate how much you think you're going to make. And if you don't pay that in advance, then you get penalized every single day that you have not paid that money in advance. Now, the penalty is very tiny. Like it is like fractions of a fraction, right? It's like very tiny. It's probably like cents per day based off how much you owe. So for me, I don't owe a lot. It's not a lot. But it still just annoyed me to no end that I had to figure this stuff out. And what it really made me super annoyed was just thinking like, how does the government expect people to know this shit? Because like I'm following this guide that's provided on the paperwork. It's like, oh, follow these instructions. And it's like, you need to multiply this number. Now go to line this. Now subtract this number. Now multiply it by point this. Now subtract that and then multiply by 15. This is your this number. All right, now use this number to line this and this. This is your estimated this. And I'm like, holy shit. What are we doing? You know? How do they know how much you're going to make? So when you do that thing, the estimated payments, you're actually estimating on your own. It actually tells you that you're making your own estimate. And then at the end of the year, you will, like once the taxes are actually due and like the finalized numbers are in, then you either pay or get a refund on what the difference is. So in other words, if you paid pretty close to it, then hooray, great. You did good. And you didn't have to take out a whole bunch of money out of your paychecks. That was the other option that I could do is I could, rather than do all of this, doing the estimated payments, I could just have them take it out of like my paycheck. But then that's less money for me. I would rather just do like these small little lump sums every few months rather than have it taken out little by little my paycheck. So yes, very true, Zeal. And it is all on purpose. It is not, and you said for no reason? No, it is for reason. It is for profit. For the lobbyists, for the corporations that make money off of all that shit. It is trash. I think I saw a thing that said I saw 2 competing posts that were talking about it. I'm pretty sure it's the former, not the latter. Oh, I think one of them was just full on fake news, misinformation, where it was somebody saying that Americans pay up to $23 billion to tax preparation people and accountants to do their taxes. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's not 23 billion, but apparently I saw another one that seemed more reliable. I think it's closer to 23 million. So if you add everybody's taxes up and whatever, all their tax preparations, 23 million, that could just be going into actual taxes. So yes, it is. And again, Kai, it's not even for government profit. It is for the lobbyists, right? It is for the rich. It is for the people who own the company. It is just, oh man, yeah. It was that kind of day. Hey there, Rinchy. So sorry to just bombard you with tax talk immediately. So yeah, it was rough. Today was a rough day just because of all that good stuff. I was like, wow. Yes, Zia, I hate it here. Why can't things be different? Why can't and I'm listening to other people, other podcasts that I listen to, and they are just as upset. They're just as erratic with energy of just what is happening? What is going on? So it is a shit show, to put it lightly. I was supposed to do mine this year for my job last year, but I can supposedly claim it anytime in the next 3 years. I don't want to pay taxes. So yeah, you can do taxes. You don't have to pay taxes immediately. You do eventually. They are due. But you are eventually going to have to pay that, You still have to pay tax if you immigrate to another country. Yes, the U.S. is one of only, I think, a handful of countries. It's the U.S. and Canada and maybe one more in the entire world where if you, let's say you're an American, decide to just get up, pick up all your stuff and relocate. And let's just for neighbor's sake, let's just say I move to Mexico. Let's say I move to Mexico and I live there for the rest of my life, right? Let's just say that, but I don't change my citizenship. Let's just say I just changed there. I just moved there, sorry. You still have to pay taxes back to Uncle Sam every single year unless you renounce your citizenship, which is a very big deal, right? Yes, Kai, exactly, yes. Unless you give up your citizenship, right? So when you decide to move, you got to go all the way. It's a one-way trip, right? There's a guy on CDog VA streams. His name is Pete. He has his own streams and whatever. Peter. And he's actually in the middle of renouncing his citizenship since he lives in Japan. He's married and everything. And he's in Japan. So it's just that whole thing of like, man, dude, what are we doing? What the fuck are we doing? Everything I was told of the US being great was just full on propaganda and a straight up lie just to try to get me to stay here and keep on playing the game. So, whole thing. It was just a lot of like, since today's the day that like taxes are due, and so like I had estimated payments that I have to start doing for this next year's taxes, Rinchi. And so today, the first payment of the year is due. It's very, very easy, but to be able to come up with to follow the paperwork for the self-employment income is so goddamn like fucking complicated that I was just so like, wow, like how, yeah. Anyway, let's play Silent Hill. I would rather spend my time in a spiritual nightmare and fight monsters than have to deal with this. Holy cow. Man. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and switch over. So sorry for that rant. You know, sometimes you just got to let it out. Sometimes you gotta let it out. And also, amazing, my colors are off. All right, hold on, guys. I have to fix the colors on this. I tested this out a second ago. Everything was fine. It is not fine anymore. So give me a second. My HDR settings are not playing nice on this monitor over here. So let's turn that off. Hopefully that fixes it. I don't know if it did. Let's go here. Usually I can tell here. Nope, still fucked up. All right. What if I go over here? Let's turn it off there. I don't know if that did anything. I don't believe it did. Go here. Let me go into my settings. It's screen and video. Let's turn HDR off. I think we should be good. There we go. That's what it's supposed to look like. Oh, wait. No, it's not. Holy shit. That looks bad. Everything's like all blown out now. Oh, my God. Okay, never mind. Let's put it back on. Nope. Over here. Let's put on when supported. Let's see what happens. Please don't tell me I have to... Okay. All right, there we go. Now it's working. Now it looks way better. Holy shit. Had to reset it there. All right, let me get my screen real quick. That way I can see my pictures. That way I can see my things. Here it is. Over here. Yes, full screen. Thank you. Let's spend some time as a teen girl killing weird monsters. Exactly. For sure, Cougar. You gotta find the happiness where we can, right? Because, man, is it tough to find it anywhere else. Hopefully playing the game helps ease the pain of life. Yes. I hope so. Nye. Here for the rants. I appreciate it. I appreciate that you guys are cool with my rants. All right, let me get my guide. All right, we are at... I think we're in... Chapter 8 out of 13? We're on the mountain path. The chapter immediately starts after Hinako wakes up from her dream, only to find Shu and Rinko disappeared once again. Get out of the middle school via the now unlocked cage. All right, and basically we're going to be going up the mountain. Wait. After the cut, you'll be exploring the mountain. Eventually find a lake indicating halfway progress. Take alternate paths for unlockable items. Just with every chapter, you can detour slightly off to off-road sections where you can find items such as Omamori, Emma, and lore items. Head to the mountain range. Interesting. Okay. Let me get my controls again. Had to go AFK. Don't forget my guy. Yes, last I heard was bitching about taxes. What did I miss? Also, you may have missed it, but you've been streaming for 14 months because I've been saying, hell yeah, Shiv! Thank you so much for the 14 months. I didn't see it. I'm so sorry, but I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All the hype, all of the hype. Thank you, Shiv. Seriously, it means the world. I did not, when I thought about streaming today, I was not feeling it, but I was like, you know what? I can't. You guys are awesome. You guys are one of the few things that just help me feel at ease that there are some things right in the world. Ooh. What should I get rid of? The pipe? I feel like the pipe can get rid of. Can be gotten rid of. That one monster took off. Gonna be up here, isn't he? Okay, it looks like it just goes nowhere. No items either. And in there. No one wants to spend their April on Coachella instead, paying taxes. Exactly. I don't want to do either of those things. I don't want to pay taxes. I want to go to Coachella. All right. Buddy boy. Oh, two of them. That's what I'm saying. Go away. Come on, fucker. Let's go. Oh, what you know about that? You know about a sledgehammer to the knee? I was going to say face, but then she bent over. How about you, huh? How about you? This one I don't really mind killing. Like, I don't feel like killing. Of course, Zeal, of course. If I can bring something good into the world, then I will try my best. It means sledgehammering some evil monsters in their knees. We can make them go away, and it makes you happy. I will oh so happily do so. Lady, didn't you just, like, choke Shu out not too long ago in your dream? Although she did say that there was a different, like, Hinako inside of her. So maybe she feels like she's not fully in control of that Hinako. Like, that's more of, like, selfish Hinako? Is like the Hinako that maybe she wishes she could be, not taking shit. What's my next game after this? I'm actually not sure. I was thinking about that just the other day, and I'm actually not sure. We'll figure that out very soon, though. Like, I still had Pokopia, but I haven't felt like that's a game that's fun for me to stream. Like, I enjoy playing that game, but I really haven't even spent a lot of time with it. I got very overwhelmed seeing all, like, how creative other people were with it, and I'm like, yeah, I'm never gonna come up with that sort of stuff. I've had friends on, like, social media show some of their builds and stuff, and I'm like, how are you so creative? I would have never thought of this. So I feel like it is almost like an Animal Crossing situation where this is a long-term game. This is a game that I'm going to be playing for like years. So because of that, I feel like there's no rush to try to get through the game as if I'm trying to complete it. But I will see what game I end up playing next. We'll have to see. I was curious about Red Dead Redemption 2. We did talk about that. But I do know, hey there, Nina. I love the Stone Cold entrance. Yeah, it's rough, right, Shiv? Yeah. Dispatch, I'm not sure. Luigi's Mansion could actually be really fun. Like original Luigi's Mansion, but I feel like that's more for like, I need the vibes for that to be like Halloween. I feel like maybe this year, unlike last year where I played all of Silent Hill 2, what if I played a lot of like shorter, like bite-sized horror games? Maybe I could do that. And Luigi's Mansion is like a bite-sized game. Like it's not long. Like I could probably beat that game in maybe 3 sittings if I really like just really went for it. That was my launch title of the GameCube when the GameCube came out. I remember waiting in line at the Walmart in their like customer service area in the back. And I remember getting there like at 8 p.m. I was like in middle school. Something just fell. And I remember waiting till midnight to get my my GameCube, my black GameCube. It was pretty cool. Playing Luigi's Mansion in the middle of the night. That was pretty sweet. Dead by Daylight. Ah, interesting. I don't have any experience. All I know by Dead by Daylight is that, what's his name from Tokyo Ghoul is in that game. You bite-sized games sound really good. I think so too. Yeah. Something about hearing you talking casually without acknowledging the sound alert as it was playing was super funny. It's because sometimes I can't hear it. That's why. Sometimes I can't hear it. I would spend my money on Mario. I just played through most of the new Mario Wonder DLC. I'm almost finished like completely with it. There are some really tough levels, like some hardcore levels that are like insanely difficult. And yeah, so I don't know if I will actually beat it. Loki wanted to go only for Big Bang. Oh, Coachella, okay, but I need to save for the BTS concert, which is next week. Oh, look at you. Are you trying to get merch or something, Kai? John Wick is a new game. This is true. I'm a big John Wick fan. I feel like we should put John Wick on the list of movies to watch, because holy shit is John Wick such a good like movie series. Am I cheating? Cheating? What do you mean cheating? And that takes me back to people licking Switch cartridges because they're bitter as fuck. I remember the first guy who did that. That was Jeff Gersman from Giant Bomb. I remember that was like the whole, he like started that trend of like, I'm going to taste this thing. All right. I have learned from reading Exotic Herbology that Kakura Makakura is made by grinding up the seeds of Hakokuso, an extraordinarily rare herb. Hakokuso. Oh my god, how do you say this with the 2 Ks? Hakoku. I think it's like that. Hakoku. So is notoriously difficult to cultivate. I feel like it's way harder to say it when it's written in English versus like if you were to read that in hiragana. I think it would be easier to pronounce. To cultivate it requires a very specific environment in which it grows. In which to grow. Rarely found in the wild, this precious medicinal herb is so prized that it earned itself the title of the flower of the gods. According to folklore, the herb can give one the ability to converse with gods, visit their lands, and even awaken dormant powers. With the manifold divine experiences this herb is rumored to provide, it is no surprise that numerous legends talk of kings journeying to find it under beliefs it holds the key to immortality. When ground, its seeds are said to smell of peaches. All right, so here is my theory. Here's my theory. Oh, cheating by not hearing the sound alerts. So yeah, I hear the sound alerts, but they play off the speakers off my monitor, and I have my headphones on, so I can hear them when they're loud enough. Not to mention on my my secondary monitor where I have you guys, the chat. I also have, in the chat, it'll say that, oh, so and so has played this sound effect, and then I have a secondary screen that shows the sound alert activities. So it gives me like a history of who played what. So even if I can't hear it, I know what's going on. So yeah. And here's my theory on the game. I think that what they're talking about here is that the herb that they are saying is like, it has the ability to awaken dormant powers. You can converse with the gods, visit their lands. It is a divine herb, basically. And it says when it's ground up, it's said to smell of peaches. Now, what I think is that the red pills that you are taking possibly have trace amounts, or are, if not, fully just 100% this ground up flour. And that very similar to how back in the 1960s, women were kind of like sent off to psychologists and psychiatrists and prescribed a bunch of medicines because, they were having a hard time basically living the trad wife life, that eventually once they started to crack and all the pressure and all the, all the patriarchal stuff was starting to get too hard for them, the pressures were too tough, that the way to get women to conform was simply to dope them up on medicine, right? Or call them crazy, right? Hence why they need to be put on medicine, right? To be put on prescriptions. And so I think that another thing that this game is trying to say when it comes to the main character and also the various girls, especially like the sister as well, Junko, the one who got married off, is that the main character, let me see what the pills do. I believe it tells you here in the equipment. The red capsules. It says here, painkillers in capsules relieves pain and raises spirits. It slightly restores health and current max sanity. So I'm assuming that basically these pills are not simply just meant to be like, oh, it helps with your health. Because the game designers and the story developers of the game would not have just made these, red capsules. They would have been just bandages, first aid kits, the things that we have. So why introduce red capsules, right? Pills, right? So I'm assuming that these pills must have a secondary, feature to them. Not just that they, bring up your health, but like it says here, they bring up your max sanity. Exactly, right? With the X-Files theme. I'm assuming with the max sanity because it's making you feel as if things are crazy, things are out of place, right? So it's a way for Hinako, who is somebody who is basically, doesn't conform to the standards of her friends in this story, that they're basically, the game is saying, hey, just take your pills and just be quiet, just let things happen, right? So that's my interpretation of what that means, as well as the letter that we just found that talks about how, on top of all of that, that maybe those pills are the reason why she is traveling to this Silent Hill area with the red smoke and all that. Can I go over that bridge? I don't know if I can. Oh, hold on. You over here? Bandages. Oh, I'm already stacked, though. I feel his successors will get their footing and find their land and stick to it. I believe they will be great. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Get it. Get it. Oh! She did not telegraph her move. But we're just going to take off. Bye. I do know that one of the endings of the game, or I don't know if it's an ending of the game or if it's a an achievement, but I do know one of the achievements is to finish the game without ever taking the pills. So I am assuming that that means the pills have some sort of significance. Story-wise. Been doing it for a couple years now. They're doing great. I mostly watch Game Theory. Is that character? Okay, I didn't know if that enemy was following me. Instead, there's this one over here. Oh, did I get it? Yes. All right, cool. One more. One more. Is there a... I keep hearing as if one of the enemies is behind me. Oh, she's over here. All right. What's up, Mochi? I don't know how to get to that one area. Maybe through this way? Oh, my weapon's about to break. Hold on. Hurry, 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 hurry. Get another hidden. Get another hidden while you do it. Ah! Okay. Nice. My heartbeat is stable. Hell yeah. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. All right. If we cross this bridge... Are we not supposed to go over here? Oh, here it is, yeah. This is where I wanted to go. Ibiseki. I locked our sanctuary to protect it, but don't you worry, because I have the key. I'll be waiting for you at the mountain refuge. Won't let anyone or anything hurt you anymore. Protect you until the end of time itself. Stay by your side until death do us part. Mochi on the mic. She actually just came up to me real quick and then just left. I don't know why. Oh, hi, Mochi. What? Yes, Mochi. Mochi. What? Hi, Mochi. Little Mochi. Mochi does this thing where she twists her head. She just kind of like turns her head over to the side, and it's like the cutest thing ever. Almost like the way like a bird does, you know? You think you'll do a playthrough where you don't take the rip? So I am going to be playing all of them, but I think all I'm going to be doing stream-wise is playing the first playthrough on stream. And then I'll play the rest of them on my own. And then, yes, Mochi, I'm right here. And then maybe afterwards, you know this girl's waking up. Or not. How about you? And then maybe later on, maybe watching all of the endings on stream if you guys are up for it. Hey there, Vamp. How's it going? Mochi says hi back. Mochi's being a cute little girl here. One of these people are waking up. I can guarantee it. The view's great, isn't it? I've always wanted to see it with you. You're probably all right if you made it this far. But just to be sure, you're not being followed by anyone, right? This is our own private sanctuary. We don't need anyone else. Oh, don't worry. I've been petting her. You want to see all of the endings? Me too. I've heard that this game probably, I was going to say more so than all, but I do feel like obviously Silent Hill 2, all of the endings are necessary to watch. But I was bad and I didn't do that. But with this game, I have heard and read from various podcasts and people that I follow that it is essential to play every single ending. I also saw that... I don't remember where I read this. I think it was like they're making either a play version of this, like a stage play, or a book version. I don't remember which one it was, which those things are very different from each other. But they're making a version of it that is basically going to add yet another ending to the game. which I think that's pretty cool. Hold on, where am I? Right here. Pitting. Yes. I don't think there's a UFO ending to this game. You've come such a long way. Doing so well. You don't need to worry about your silly old mundane world anymore. We'll break free from all of that here. Welcome to our sanctuary. The others are overjoyed to have you as a new addition. Not creepy. Oh, there is. There's no dog ending, though. I always thought the dog and the UFO ending were the same. And here I am trying to write while holding block on my arms. Why don't you still down here? Just hanging out. That's not creepy. Whoa, doggy. Oh, shit. Can I get a hit in? Guess not. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Ah, this one's tough. Why is she not attack? Hold on. She won't attack. Oh, that's why. It's because I was pressing the other button. I was trying to Dark Souls it. I was hitting both shoulder buttons. Let's get rid of one of these because I do like to get those gotcha stuff. I think we now have to, yeah, I was gonna say, I think we now have to go back. What else is here? Anything else over here first before that area? Oh, I see. There's a tree in the way. You know, deep down in your soul beat you. Yes, I want to go back to that. So no worries. I will be going back to Baldur's Gate. Because I did say I was going to be lowering the difficulty on it. All right, let's go, let's go, let's go. Run, 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 run. Shit. Is it this way? Across the bridge? Yeah. Oh, or maybe not. Maybe not. This way. Oh, shit. Oh, that actually scared me. Okay, hold on. Where am I? This way, and then... Is it up the stairs? Yeah, there it is. I think? Maybe this way? No, it's not this way. Where the hell am I? Did it get me? Did I die? Wow, trypophobia much? Oopsie. To be honest, I missed last stream. Who is the creepy mystery writer if we know that? We don't know yet. We don't know who the mystery writer is. I am assuming it is Foxmask. And I do think that Foxmask, at least in my interpretation so far right now, is that he is kind of like this spiritual destiny for Hinako. Kind of like this representation of what she is meant to be. And he is supposed to be the masculine figure. Whoa. Masculine figure who's supposed to... The left and to the right, right? That's where I went. This is where I died last time. No! Okay. Because he treats her like, you know, very princely, in a way. I'm assuming he's kind of meant to give you like this, like, oh, don't worry, I got you. Everything's gonna be fine. And yeah, Luigi's Mansion is a classic game. I mean, it's over 20 years old. It's like, what, 25 years old? Come on, Hinako. You can do it. Fuck. Can I zoom in? All right. Oh, okay. You make a left and then make another left. At least that's what it looks like. This way, this way. Turn around, go! Go through it. Oh, maybe you can't. Maybe you can't. Maybe you gotta go around. Okay, you gotta go around. You gotta go around. Okay, it's okay. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right, made it. Somewhat. Kind of. Holy cow! We make a right. Where's the... Where? Okay, there it is. That chain link fence will definitely keep that supernatural monster at bay. Do you feel like Shu is supposed to be Fox Mask, or that Fox Mask is competing with Shu in a way? I don't think so. I feel like they're unrelated to each other. I feel like Shu is kind of the only person who does see Hinako the way she wants to be seen. And I feel like Shu is just, sorry, not Shu. Fox Mask is just trying to get her back on track to be like, no, you are going to be my bride. I am going to make sure that everything goes well the way it's supposed to. I got you. You don't need to do the fighting. I will do the fighting. I will take care of you. You can be here in my creepy shrine area, temple, wherever, and fuck everybody else. In fact, let's kill everybody else. You don't need anyone. You just need me. Whatever that might be. Whether that's like some sort of like metaphor or whatever. And Shu, I feel like, again, he's just like a regular human person. I feel like he just has almost nothing to do with anything. What's happening? I like how it just escaped. Also, what? How come I can't hold another one? I just used it. Oh my God, are you kidding? Please tell me that I at least made it through the gate. I had no idea he was gonna come through the gate. Please don't tell me I have to do that whole thing again. Just put me right there. Okay, good. Oh, that was why. Because I didn't use that. I used the bandage instead. And now I can pick that up. All right, here we go. Go, 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 go. I don't know where we're going, though. I guess we're going to go straight and then to the left. Hello, big guy. What's up? Where am I supposed to go? This light over here? Yep, there it is. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Run, Hinako, you can do it. Y puedes hacerlo. So many baddies. They're not the good kind. Whoa, watch out. Okay, good. I was about to check the map. Ah, is there a Tori gate there? Tell me there's a Tori gate right there. Told you. All right. I have my guide real quick. We're actually pretty close to finishing this chapter. There's really not a lot here. I don't think she was hallucinating. I think that was real. I just think, well, so as with all things Silent Hill, we don't know exactly what is a hallucination and what is, you know, some sort of spiritual plane that is reaching over to, you know, the real world. And again, we aren't sure if, like, the pills that she's taking are what's causing the hallucinations. But at the same time, we are seeing that it is affecting not just her, it's affecting other people. Like Shu and Rinko and the other girl, Sakuko. Explore first before going through. Music's really good. You'd really think there'd be some items out here. Really crazy. There really are no items out here. All right, let's go through the back. Never mind. Want me to go through the front? See what Shu and Rinko are doing. Are they making out? Aibo, what's going on? Oh my gosh, I literally was just in the back. Are you telling me I had to do one and then the other? It wouldn't let me just do the other side first? That's pretty dumb. Okay, it doesn't let me go through there. Here? Oh, here we go. The key to Shu's house looks like it's been left there, stained with dirt from Shu's long days of growing hurt. Prescription for my partner. Okay, okay. Hinako began complaining of headaches in middle school. When I tried pinpointing their root cause, things always seemed to come back to stress arising from her poor relationship with her father. In other words, she is suffering from tension headaches. And remember, Shu is the son of the farm. Like he's from a long line of pharmacists. I first recommended that she uses over-the-counter medicine, but soon she started asking for them more and more often. I don't like the thought of Hinako developing a reliance on such drugs, so I switched her over to traditional Chinese medicine that uses kudzu root and peony, as it should put less of a strain on her. That said, I know the real reason she comes around so often isn't just because she's looking for medicine, but for a place to air her grievances about her father. As my grandmother always said, you can greatly improve the flow of someone's chi simply by listening to their troubles and empathizing with them. Hinako was thrilled with the medicine I gave her and said it worked wonders. But the truth is that it wasn't the medicine alone. I want to hear out all her troubles and concerns. I mean, it's my job as her partner, right? It's all right. Shu seems pretty chill. But here are the pills, as I said. Angel, she's just like me for real. How many chapters are left? I think there's only 4 after this. So I think this is literally the end of the chapter, actually. Our boy. Oh shit! Got pyramid headed. Just like me in that what's Silent Hill 2 stream. Oh gosh, she's all cut up now. Yeah, I don't think she's hallucinating that. I think that's happening. Heyo. So we finished that chapter. So even though we're doing a short stream today, we actually made progress. Yeah, we're now on chapter 9 out of 13. ここから先は大きな苦痛を伴うことになる。いいえ、私は恐れません。では行こう。ここでは3つの。Those must be some heavy earrings dude is wearing. Run, hurry, they're going back. And I'm thinking Fox Mask is actually literally Inari-sama. He is the god of the area. Would I wear those earrings? Sure. I just think that they would be very heavy. I see you. Well-timed I see you. I will do what I must to be the perfect person for you. All right, let me see if there is a Hikako. Let's follow Fox Mask. First, let me see what's over here, because, you know, video games. There he goes again. Fox Mask is real, but I just feel like she's in a spiritual realm right now. Like, this is not the real world. So everything in here is a hallucination. Family physician's log. I have received reports that the patients will sometimes make strange sounds, then try to get on all fours and crawl around. Housemaids who served the family for many years whisper among themselves, speaking of a so-called fox possession. I have scolded them for spreading such unscientific superstitious rumors. Today, I was ordered to keep silent about this matter by the head of the house. The family has denied my request to transport them to a hospital. I wonder if it is out of fear that talk of the supernatural will tarnish the family's reputation. However, I do not expect the patient's conditions to improve with in-home treatment alone. Already holding too many things. I need to save my game. Oh, right there. Can I get another one of these? Oh, not yet. I actually have these, this, and this. There must be also a trophy for getting all of the Amamori. Your theory might be right. I'm going to go ahead and... Let me just go ahead. Let's switch on over here. Let's put some music on, yeah? There we go. Thanks, guys, for hanging out with me. Appreciate it, even though it was a shorter stream. Still always a lovely time to have you guys here. Indeed, no matter how high the stakes, you must check every nook and cranny. Exactly. It doesn't matter if it's like super fast. It's like, we gotta run now. I'm like, well, there might be a hidden item here, okay? So you guys need to chill. I half expect an enemy to pop out and attack you when you explore and don't directly go after Fox Mask. I don't think so, just because of the area, you know? Please fix the blood counter. Oh, is the blood counter not working? What is it? Does this work? Ah, okay, it's not working. I'll have to do that. Let me see if I can do that here. I forgot what it is. I don't even know what I even use anymore. Let me open this here. Streamlabs, here we go. Usually just means that, like the bot that I use to control that, it needs to get reset. 1 second. That is gonna be... Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I think it's over here. Or not. Maybe I'll have to do this later on. Oh, here it is. Okay. Oh, it was actually off. That's weird. Good work now. Let's try it. There we go. Yeah. That was weird. Didn't want to come on. You almost finished drawing. Heck yeah. Well, you are more than welcome to show it off whenever it's finished. Yeah, I don't even know my own commands. I mean, I have an info panel on Twitch that says all the commands, or some of them. But yeah, oops. I just don't use them that often. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for hanging out again. Appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow for some more Silent Hill. I'm pretty sure we'll be... I saw a little preview off the... Earlier, I was looking for the correct chapter of the walkthrough that we were on, and I got to see a little preview of the next chapter, and it looks pretty wild. It looks like we probably are going to be confronting that monster that we got choked by earlier on. It's very similar to the other Dark Shrine chapter that we did, where it's kind of like puzzly and a little bit long. So, yeah, that'll be perfect for tomorrow, where we'll be here a little bit longer. So, thanks, guys, as always. Appreciate you. You guys always make me smile, make me happy, and I'm glad that I can do the same for you. So, guys, take care. Have a good one, and as always, you'll hear from me soon enough. Take care, and bye now.
Hello there.
This greed sickens me.